What's going on to you, Aquarius, out there? Hope y'all are having a great day. So, for you, Aquarius, you have the Temperance, the Two of Cups, and you, Aquarius, also have the Ten of Pentacles. So, a lot of you, Aquarius, have been learning from your own experiences what a functional relationship looks like and what it doesn't. Okay. Says these three cards right here, and you realize it's got to be like the Ten of Pentacles. 10 is an even number. Both sides have to put in just as much work in order to make a relationship work. It just can't be one person is far outpacing the other person while the person is just a wreck. It's a dub. You know what I mean? Gotta keep up. So because of this, a lot of you Aquarius, right, without the competition, without competing against each other. So because a lot of you Aquarius are beginning to understand what a relationship truly looks like, you're realizing what it's not. You're realizing that a lot of people are not really fit to be in a relationship. And you're correct. Most people are not really fit for one. You can tell that they slip in their intellectual nonsense in a lot of the things that they have to say and their perceptions. It's this talking point of like, who's going to be stay at home or who's going to do this. Listen, if a person is stay at home, they still need to bring in a form of income. They both need to contribute financially. That's not an exception. They both need to contribute financially. If a person is a person that works, like for me, for instance, right? Even though I'm in the house or the apartment, still bringing a form of income from this. I still make money from this that I contribute. So I'm not just sitting around the house. Looking at my family members to pay, right? So a lot of you are realizing just how sad a lot of people are because they slip in the intellectual dishonest nonsense. The Sun and the Four of Cups, the Sun being the opposite zodiac sign, again, opposition. And the Sun represents a highlight. It represents a spotlight. Is now the spotlight or your attention is on the intellectually dishonest things that people say and do. How they gonna be in a relationship with you, Aquarius, and they're hard to date? That's what the Four of Cups represents. They're hard to date. Immediately out the gate, it's about trying to use somebody for something. They don't even want to go half on something that requires money. Respectfully. Because I'm being respectful as I possibly can. I'm just trying to let people understand that it's a con to talk about how if a person wants you to go half and meet you halfway, you don't want to rock with them because you don't want to meet them halfway. I'm serious. I'm serious. From respect, what a person is saying when they say that is they're not a team player. They are creating the precedent, or they are mind controlling you from the very beginning. You know why, Aquarius? Because what's happening here is they're training you to become conditioned immediately, right off the gate from the first date. They're training you to accept the fact that you are going to give more and they're going to give less to you, and you should accept it. And in your mind, you should shut up and take it, and you have the false perception that is fair, and it's not fairness. They're actually taking advantage of you, because all relationships, all healthy relationships are 50-50 without being transactional, without being competitive. You are giving to someone because you love them. because you understand that you want to keep this person. They are giving to you because they understand that they love you. And they also understand your love, just like you understand theirs. And they want to continue to be in this union with you, so they give. And they get. And you give and get. But a person who's trying to condition you from the very beginning will tell you something like, oh, I don't want to go half-seas on a date. What? And see, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. The symbolism of it. Listen to what I just said, Aquarius. Look at how weird a person is. And again, I don't mean any kind of any kind of disrespect. Look at how odd look at how whacked out the psychology is. You're asking someone to meet you halfway, and they're telling you no. And that if you require them to pull their own weight and meet you, Aquarius, halfway, they're going to dub you and tell you you're not good for them. What kind of a whacked out psychology is that? That type of psychology seems a little bit whacked out to me. The person got debt. That's what the Four of Cups represents. How hard these people are to date. The person has debt. They're so caught up with, I gotta act like I don't need anybody or anything. I'm good all by myself. They are defensive. They don't know how to lower their guard. You, Aquarius, trying to get to know them, and you're like, hey, XYZ. You can clearly hear how they're struggling. And you, Aquarius, are like, hey, XYZ. And they're telling you, no, they good, they got it. But how is it that they good and that they got it, though, if they struggling, if that's the case? How is it that they good and they got it? How is it that they good and they got it, though? So now the Four of Swords now represents you'll have to put to bed any kind of interaction with somebody that you've had recently that has acted like this. Because the Ace of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, if you have them around, all they're going to do is now parasite off of you. You've got some struggling people that look to you, Aquarius, like y'all are a check. They're struggling behind the scenes. If you, Aquarius, have been dating anybody right now or trying to get to know somebody, you're trying to figure out why they acting so weird. They're struggling behind the scenes, trying to put on a rich lifestyle, trying to make it seem like they don't need anything. Even to the point of risking disrespecting you, because the way that you, Aquarius, are stepping to them, it's not disrespectfully, but the way that they're stepping to you is disrespectfully, because here they are, you talking to them, all they can do is just be disrespectful to you, trying to go hard to explain why they don't need you around. Super disrespectful. Now the Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Swords now is about how, since that's the case, a lot of you also have to stop talking to this person. This is what the cards are suggesting. Stop talking to this person. Stop talking to them. This person is trying to give you the out of seeing that they are a disturbed, dysfunctional individual, and that, oh, that's lightning over there in Brooklyn. And that if you, I guess a lightning storm is coming later on tonight. The wind is probably going to bring it. Anyway, But yeah, so you don't take them seriously. You Aquarius you shouldn't take them seriously. You Aquarius should stay away from any weirdo that's in your life right now. The Wheel of Fortune and the Five of Swords. Concentrate on yourself. Because this person wants you to get emotionally hooked. I'll say this to be more accurate. They're not necessarily intending on you, Aquarius, to get emotionally hooked. They're just trying to play it off like they're doing a lot and that they got a lot going for themselves. But if you, Aquarius, volunteer to keep pushing to be in their life, they will sit back and coast and allow you, Aquarius, to do everything for them. Once again, being 50-50 requires people to pull their own weight. So if a person is just being on some nonsense, they're going to have to pull their own weight. They can't be on the nonsense. The best thing to do for people who lie a lot is to call them out on the lie. Not all the time. You don't have to do it all the time, but you can do it every now and again to see. This is what 50-50 does. This is what 50-50 does. 50-50 puts in both parties, both people, into a situation where they have to pull their own weight. If they don't pull their own weight, if they're incapable of pulling their own weight, that's going to be revealed, especially if the person's been talking cash, money, and they can't come up with any. Now it's a position where you garbage. Not you, but they're garbage because you call them out. All the stuff that they talk so much about, what they have, and no one can do anything for them, and they talking all of that nonsense, and they're getting disrespectful with it because people take the talking trash and they don't know how to shut up with it. They don't know how to say, nah, I'm good, and let it just be, nah, I'm good. They go overboard. Nah, I'm good. You Aquarius, y'all can't tell me anything. You Aquarius are bums. Y'all can't tell me anything. Who are y'all? All of this, and they take it too far. Then when you Aquarius go, okay, well, let's go out on a date. Y'all at the restaurant. Oh, this is the dates. The meal is $50. Hey, let's go 50-50 on this $50 meal. I put up 25, you put up 25. All of this, I could pay for the meal myself. So if you could pay for all this for yourself, why are you trying to pressure me to pay for all of it? If you can pay for it yourself, if you can pay for it yourself, why are you going so hard to pressure me to pay for something that you could pay for? You can pay for yourself. We're going Dutch. I'm not asking you. We're going Dutch. And if I don't see you again, cool. Because that means that you only wanted me for a dinner date anyway. Because why are you getting so bent out of shape about going $25 on a $50 meal total? The meal itself total is $50. You can't spare $25? Oh, but you came here on the date expecting me to spend the total 50 or the 45 while you dig in your book bag or your purse or whatever it is that you got, right? Trying to front. This is the reason why you Aquarius have to be very careful about whom you date. This is why you have to be very careful, my dear Aquarius or Aquarii, about what it is that you ask for. This is the reason why you Aquarius, you have to be very realistic. And I'm not saying that you're not. I'm saying that I'm showing y'all the tricks of the trade. I'm showing y'all from experience what it is that I have learned. And that it's a dirty game out here because it's about usury. It's about people trying to use their intellect or their smarts to slip in between the cracks of being accountable while trying to convince other people to be used and to be okay with them being used like pawns and all of that. And what I'm trying to tell you, Aquarius, is you have to be very careful about the quality of the people that you're dating, because You have to keep up with them mentally, spiritually. You have to keep up with them. You have to pay attention early on to see if they're slipping in a little bit of intellectual dishonesty, so you can say, nah, that's not the person that I'm rocking with like that. A person who can't even go 50-50 with you on the meal, especially if they are not offering. It's one thing if they are not offering to take you out, and not just take you out, but spend on the entire meal. That's already a given that you're supposed to bring some money if it's not talked about. You dig what I'm saying? So especially if you, Aquarius, are not going to tell the person, hey, I'm buying. Those words have to be used. I'm buying for the both of us. Be clear, I'm buying for the two of us. If a person is getting bent out of shape, my dear Aquarius, it means that those people are not qualified to date you in the first place. Because what I'm seeing from this reading is y'all are meeting up with some losers. And y'all are not doing it intentionally, but y'all are meeting up with some losers. There's some people who are fronting like they're rich. There's some people that you, Aquarius, who are fronting like the Ten of Pentacles. They're trying to build, they're trying to change someone's life. They got the bag, all these different scenarios. So let's clarify some of these cards. Let's clarify the Ten of Pentacles. Three of Swords, Empress, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Cups, the Strength card, which is the exact opposite of Aquarius. So a lot of Leo energy here, a lot of being patient, a lot of seeing who needs your help and desperate for your help while they talk a big game. The Three of Cups, the Three of Swords and the Empress. It's almost like heartbreaking for you, Aquarius. Why? Because it goes to show you, Aquarius, how much people be capping. They lie so much. Then you have the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Cups, and then you have the Strength card right here. I know they hanging out, they party, they hanging out. You know, summertime, you know, the warmer weather, they hanging out. Yeah, it is the summertime. So the Wheel of Fortune, the Three of Cups, and the Strength card right here is about how, but you, Aquarius, are not going for that. Overall, what I'm seeing here for you, Aquarius, is y'all are on the right track. What y'all are doing is, you, Aquarius, are building yourselves up while nobody is looking. Y'all are dating, but what you, Aquarius, are also doing is you're also building yourselves up. You're accumulating assets, some of you. Y'all are doing the things that y'all need to do behind the scenes while y'all are putting yourselves out here trying to date. So it's not a matter of, you don't have to rely on somebody to go 50-50. And that's not what I'm talking about. It's not about relying on someone else to go 50-50 for financial reasons. It's about relying on someone else to go 50-50 for trust. You have to see if the person is trustworthy, if they're in it with you, if they are your confidant, if they are your significant other, if a person has your back. You feel what I'm saying? So even though you, Aquarius, are doing the things behind the scenes where you getting the financial job done, the physical job done, the mental job done, is a person going to be able to match you that way? Are they going to be able to be like-minded? That's what 50-50 is about. It's about putting up or shut up. It's about having a person actually be able to put in the same kind of effort that you do, the same quality of effort that you do. If you go and you buy something, does it always have to be expensive? You feel what I'm saying? So these are just some of the things that I'm talking about in this reading that I was telling you, right? But I was giving you examples to understand. That's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. If you'd like to contact me for a personal reading, you can contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com, or you can go to the link in the comment section below called the Linktree link. Click on it. It will redirect you to a website where there's all the ways to get a personal reading from me, as well as the books that I have on Amazon. Shout outs to everybody that's bought my book. Some people starting to buy it again. Go ahead and buy that book. Trust me, that book will help you out.